Yo, D!
Yo!
What happened in the last episode?
Episode 7. Oh, geez, I don't even remember. We worked on the bed, mounts, cab, all kinds of things. I'm spending the day editing episode 4 while Brandon's out there working, and I guess we're filming episode, I don't know, 6 right now. I guess we'll find out what this footage gets into, but let's go check on Brandon. What are you doing?
I'm putting rivets on.
Just watching
rivet.
The first 12 minutes of episode 4 was funny, and I wanted to show him, and it was all about rivets.
No, I'm doing nothing with the rivets right now. I'm putting in the standoffs for the roll cage. I'm drilling holes, lots and lots and lots of holes. The C pillar, the B pillar, and the A pillar.
So imagine a roll cage.
That's where it'll be.
Got some nice, soothing music.
Hey, look, it's Christmas Eve and FedEx is here.
What?
Nice! They ought to get a raise bonus. Look, he's running. Should we cheer him on? Let's cheer him on! Come on! Merry Christmas! Oh, this could be from Nemesis. It is! Banner from Nemesis. We've been waiting a long time for this banner. And there's a spot for it right there. It's our only spot left. So I guess this is the Christmas present from Nemesis. Ooh. It'll fit right up there. I'll put that up on Christmas Day. Hello, Mr. Cameraman. Did I just make that up?
Looks like a bee. It's not like it's raining.
Walk like a beetle, sting like a bee.
Raining in San Diego. This is crazy. There's water falling from the sky.
I got a crazy idea. Rear window, delete on the back of the bed. It's gonna be worthless. We're not gonna use it. We're gonna do something cool. I came up with this box idea that's gonna come out of the back over the window. And I think we're gonna put amp behind like a plexiglass or something the day before Christmas, and I have some extra time. So I'm building a box for the window delete. Slightly different message this morning. It's Christmas today. Well, not for you if you're watching this. It's for me. It's Christmas. And as much as I'd like to be home with my family, which is normal, we have 79 days left to finish this truck. And it is 7 months away from being done. It is all day, every day. Our brains keep thinking of new creative things to do to it. So the work just kind of probably never gonna end on this thing. So mom, dad, family, I love you. And I'm in Southern California. It did not snow. Unfortunately, I do not have a white Christmas. Hopefully you guys do. And everyone else, back to building a box for this truck. I'll check in a little bit later and kind of show you what we're doing. Okay, got the box pretty much done. Welded it all up. Been doing some grinding. Put these flanges on. I'll be able to bolt it up to the holes that are on the cab. And I still have flanges here and here. This recess only goes back this far, so this is just support, but getting close. This is the custom clutch pedal coming out of the transmission. Measure 15 times, cut once, hopefully. I've been dreading this day because this is gonna take all day for a silly clutch pedal. Okay, just finished the bracket, ready to be bolted onto this mounting flange and then put on transmission, and this arm will go down and the engine mount is right here. So we had to go down and around, down and up, down and up.
December 29th, it'll be mostly a computer editing day for me, but Mark and Brandon are working on the roof of the cab, more so the structural skeleton that will be supporting the AC unit that's going up top and the roof rack over the cab.
close to the end and I'm glad. Roll cage and then some minor things. 75 days left. That's not enough time to only work 10 hours a day. Pretty soon we're gonna be working 12, 15 hours a day. I suppose what you're looking at is pretty self-explanatory. We stretched the roof, cut it, put a new back on it. Now we're going to try and roll the edges to match OEM. And we're doing that by hand because we don't have the ability to roll sheet metal. He says he's a stud and can do it. So come to Eastern Jeep Safari and you'll see it all finished. You want to come out of here now? We're getting close. That filling welding technique. Whoa, it's stiff.
I'm gonna support some. The brackets for our control arms just came in from Western Canadian Western Canadian, Western Canadian. The brackets for our 4-link just came in from Western Canadian Rockwell. Nice, so we're going to grab the Bobcat, go pick up our, what will be actually our front axle, but we're going to use it to help mock up the rear right now. Swing it around underneath, position it up with jack stands about how high the axle will actually sit in its resting position, and then we can put these perches on and then know where we need to put the brackets that we weld on the frame.
Alright, so it's January 2nd. Dylan and I mocked up the front fenders and decided that we want to keep this original OEM fender. So Nemesis, when you're watching this, originally we were going to have Nemesis create custom front and rear fenders and sliders. While they can do that, I think we should stick with the OEM. And then Nemesis just has to do sliders and rear fenders for it. Let's start chopping.
Good morning, Fender fam. It is January 3rd and Brandon's working on now the passenger fender. He was working on the driver one yesterday. Look at that. This came down originally and then bowed and came straight down to around here. Well, we wanted all that gone. These are the control arms that I mocked up a couple days ago. Made this frame mount here. It'll be exactly the same on the other side. We just need to call Core 4x4 and make sure he likes the way this looks before we make it out of probably 1/2-inch steel and then do the same thing up front.
So, can you grab the old motor mount, engine mount?
Motor mount is perfectly acceptable to say. Motor mount, everybody says it.
Arguing it.
Everybody says
Engine
it.
mount.
We're roughly putting all this front clip together so we can mock up where the radiator goes.
He's pregnant.
Yep, 9 weeks. Yesterday. Yeah, so we have another Bender baby on the way.
Growing the Bender fam.
Micah is 9 weeks pregnant. As exciting as this Deuce is, I don't think I've ever been as excited about anything in my life as I am about this baby.
So, Mini-Me, before you were conceived, we were building this. This is the beginning of your legacy.
I have to lower this whole bracket on the axle, so I'm notching out this bit here. Lets us lower it, and that gains us some more up travel for the suspension.
Does that look okay?
Yeah.
It's all blacked out. The grill.
Not bad, Mr. Cameraman.
Oh, that's just easy. So here's the steering column. It's GM standard plug. It's horn, hazard, tilt, and turn. We need to mount this up here But in order to mount it up, we gotta put the dash on. So we're gonna put the dash on, and then we're gonna mount this, and then we're gonna sit in here and look at it. Right, D?
Yes.
Okay, I think.
Dankeschön, darling, Dankeschön. How you tore your dress, what a mess, Dankeschön.
Some companies have the skill. Some take on the challenge. Do what it takes. Some companies you can trust. Core 4x4.
We're working on
Fender attachment. Drilling holes. Gonna use these rib nuts. Oh, more burgers.
another Blackstone burger. Now Brandon's working on this front support here that will hold up that front clip, the front grill. And I'm doing the boring stuff, working on expanding, drilling and expanding these holes in the sheet.
Brakes, rotors.
That thing is insane.
Okay, so that's hopefully gonna fit in between those bolt holes. Corners right there and corners right there. That's good. Shoot, I think this can be tacked onto its purchase. Body lines look good on this side.
There's a body line right here. And there's a body line right here. There's a body line right here too. Hey Sam, there's a body line right here. Body line.
Sure. Oh, he's making fun of me.
I just didn't realize there's gonna be so many body lines.
I'm gonna go weld his mouth shut. So now we gotta mount this onto here. Oh, I could weld it. Hey D,
Yeah.
quick question for you. Advice.
Weld it on.
So this is the core support. I didn't even cut that yet. It's rusted through. I just cut this off and oh my goodness. Yeah, this needs a little help.
It's looking pretty good. New bolts, new flat bar.
Then I'll put a cover on it just like was on.
You just reuse that one.
Maybe I should. It appears to fit in there. Slight change of plans is suspension. I just got off the phone with Spence at Core 4x4. He said it looks good. He likes it, except for he was thinking about this overnight. With these not being parallel, it'll twist the pinion. He said, you know what would be cool is to do a set of ladder bars. This is a ladder bar, so these get connected all the way down, and then they come into one big, huge method joint. It's gnarly joint.
One big joint.
One big joint here. So for all you Core 4x4 fans, Spence, I'm gonna get him in trouble maybe, me in trouble. He's gonna make ladder bars, so maybe that'll be something coming down the road. As is the project, things change.
Yep.
But that's a cool change.
It is.
These ladder bars
That'll
look sick.
That'll look sweet. Regular glasses are not proper protection. Good morning. We're back working on the bed sheet. Got started on the drill press. Drilled hundreds of holes. Pot welded each one of those. Did a ton of grinding to get them all nice and smooth. And now we've got floors and the front sheet on. That feels pretty good. They feel tight. Feels like an accomplishment today. Brandon's working on cutting the side sheet that I marked out. We're cutting the notches out of the top so that we have places for the bed rack. Actually, I'll show you that right now.
If you didn't know, we have an online store.
And we sell a lot of the gear we use.
And merch too. Yeah, we'll get that order right out to you. But really, we're a small company.
We created the online store to help fuel our passion.
So head over to our website, trailbendersoverland.com.
In the bed here, there's our sheet. I marked out where our vertical supports go for the bed rack. Brandon's cutting that out now. We have another sheet coming up the back and we'll line up here. And these are going on today. Another day full of sheet, and I wanted to get more done by now, but we've had a lot of other things to do. I have to move a tent over from my 4Runner to the trailer, so TuffStuff could pick it up for a photo shoot. I have to do a bunch of work on the model, figuring out suspension parts and stuff. Oh yeah, getting back to it though. This Harbor Freight clamp isn't very strong. Got a lot of welds on.
Yeah. It's solid.
It's very solid.
That's solid.
They're so good. Blackstone burgers are just the best.
3 inches, 2.5 inch twist in, so it could be.
It's gotta be that direction over there.
It's just possible. A lot of guesswork going on. Makes me smile. I love it. It's risky business. When you can't get a hold of people when you absolutely need to, you just have to build it and hope for the best. An annoying Spence at Core 4x4. He's been so instrumental to helping us with suspension. He's probably got my muted calling him so much. I don't want to see it when Brandon calls. Hey Spence, it's Brandon. Dude, I have a couple real quick questions. I'm building bracketry for the panhard bar. So what do I want the ID, the mount width, the ID of my bracket to be? All right, 2 5/8. Sounds good. I'll do it. All right, ciao. Bye. 2 5/8. Aha! Got the good answer. We didn't have an ounce of steel on the property. Well, we didn't have a shop. And now we're swimming in scrap steel. Now it's just got more than I know what to do with at the moment. 2 5/8 by 4 inches. There's just some cuts I don't like making, and that was one of them. Fingers are too close, not in there secured, not wearing my safety goggles, music isn't loud enough, all kinds of negative things about that cut, but it worked out. Oh, that's why you don't cut these things until I'm secured. Oh, that's gonna hurt. I just got my thumb back. It's a good thing it was my ring finger. I don't use that very much. It doesn't even hold a ring. It's just there. I need my safety glasses for this. Just like that. The frame is here. So this is the beginning of the bracket for the panhard. It'll sit somewhere roughly there, and then this piece I'll weld on like this, and then put another piece on the other side, and a hole right through here for the Johnny joint, and then go over to that side. Feels good. So I just pulled up. Hey, let's meet Garret, Corrosive Design.
Yes, sir. How's it going, Brandon?
And he's gonna bend these hoops for us, and we're gonna walk into his shop. He's saving our bacon. Take a look at this thing. This is one of his go fast fun toys, and he did all this. And he's got another one. Just walking into Garrett's shop, and holy crap! We're gonna let him tell the story a little bit.
Oh yeah. How's it going, dude? So, this is the rundown of the shop. We have lots of stuff going on all the time. And it's actually fairly clean right now, can you believe it?
It looks clean.
So, we'll start with this guy right here since we're going this way. This is a 74 C10 that I've been building for about 4 years off and on. And this is gonna be the biggest, baddest suspension, but it's gonna look nice and clean and sleek when we're all done with it. Just got this one in here yesterday.
This is special.
This
Pay
is the
attention.
masterpiece. This is the gold right here. This is the TT bug is what it's considered. And this is a full tube chassis, no frame. And we had Kevin design this on the computer. Kevin at Corrosive Motorsports. He designed this all on SolidWorks and has been working on this for, I want to say, over a year on a computer, and then finally it's come to life. And we'll even send you the link and stuff to the YouTube that they have going for it. Nailed it. Ready to bed? Do it. Double check, triple check our measurements.
Yep, the little pump that could.
Nothing we can't handle around here.
Nice.
Perfect.
All done.
Yeah.
3 hoops. Now the work begins.
I seen you guys are building something special, and that's rad. Stoked Garret, Bada of the Shark Den here in beautiful Ramona, California.
These guys are awesome. Awesome. Totally unexpected today. Check out the shirt.
What do you think of this new chassis for Jaws?
Yeah, dude, look at this.
Oh, yeah,
Sick.
by the way, the name of this is Jaws.
Jaws?
Themed Jaws, yes.
Alright, so you're gonna be seeing Jaws on your channel.
Yeah, Shreddy Life is our YouTube channel. So we're doing a full build series similar to what you guys are doing, but with a trophy track bug platform.
Similar but not. Way cooler than what we're doing. But this is sick.
Next level. So Kevin, Quixotic Motorsports, built and designed the chassis to fit around the shell that I took 3 bugs and morphed into one that's 12 inches wider and longer. And we're doing a front engine, something that's never been done before with the trophy truck platform. Supercharged LS 427 with the Magnuson on top. E85 race gas, and she should put down 1,000 horsepower.
And we're gonna meet him in the Deuce somewhere.
Yeah. Heck yeah. You gonna let me take it for a spin?
Yeah, hell yeah, you're gonna take it for a spin.
Let's go, dog. That'd be sick.
As long as I can drive over this with the Deuce, and
Hey, we might jump over you.
yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Thanks for the hospitality. Just got the hoops bent, and I go out to Corrosive Design and think I'm meeting this guy Garret, and turns out he lives with Blake Wilkey, with Shreddy. But got to hang out with him, and I think we're gonna meet up with him at some point. I'm gonna let him drive the Deuce, so that's cool. We bent these 3 hoops, so now we get to get started on the roll cage. Finally, I've been waiting a long time for this. It's my first cage. Got to save us from a 13,000 pound truck when we roll over. I think what we'll do first, we gotta leave the top on through the weekend and finish up the pillars up there. And I'm by myself today, so I can't get the hoops in, but what I can do is I can measure the distance between the hoops, and I gotta get a 3-inch hole cut through floor, and I'll get ready to put those in next week. All right, Garret, I'm about ready to cut these beautiful tubes that you bent. Sitting where it's supposed to be. Nice. Today's Friday, and we promised the powder coater that we would have this bed to him on Monday. So we have to build a whole rack and a couple of little minor things Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, life's getting busy, and we have about 3 months of work to do in 3 weeks.
been another sheety morning. Started the day off by putting the passenger side bed sheet on. A couple other little brackets and things that we've made, but for the most part we've been working on sheet. Did some gluing, a lot of tacks, more tacks. And now we're moved on to wheel wells. We'll do this wheel well right now, and the other one might have to wait till tomorrow since we're waiting for the glue to dry. This is really exciting.
We weren't able to get a sponsorship from Voice, but their stuff is nice. We have to paint it black.
I have 1 hour to go pick up steel. Gotta go pick up the truck. Just finished the wheel wells. That bed is ready to come up tomorrow. I gotta run. See you guys tomorrow.
If I know what those are, I can jig this whole thing up on the ground, and then we just have to measure well. Well, those turned out well. Those turned out really good.
Today we're pulling the bed off and start building the bed rack. There's a couple more things we need to do on the bed. 2 days. In 2 days. A couple more things we need to do on the bed. Let this glue dry overnight. Have a little more grinding to do, a little more welding, and we can pull it off. Oh, just taking a nap in the fuel tank. Oh, look at the bed! This bed, for now, is done. The structure is done, which ultimately is the reason why we have our 3D model, because I made that to make this and then it became real. This looks awesome. But we can't waste any time. We gotta take this off so that we can make bed rack. So let's grab the bobcat and pull this sucker off. I gotta stand right here, otherwise the bed will tip that way since that fork has nothing to sit on. Now that the bed's on the ground, we can start building the bed rack. We have a lot to do today, so get ready for a collage of time lapses.
Okay, so 3 workstations today. Jordan's chopping up an old square body. We're finishing the top of the bed rack, and Mark's over here finishing the pillars that go from, in the center section, they go from the bottom of the cab to the top of the cab, and they're pretty sweet. We'll show you that in a second.
But just power it up.
Looks good.
There's the finished one. January 11th, the bed is finally done. We have actually one more little thing to do to it. We're taking it to Olympic Coatings to have it sandblasted and powder coated. So let's load it up.
And so it begins.
Hung out with Olympic Coatings for a minute. Now it's time to get back to work. If you all remember the suspension I was mocking up back here. The wood plate and PVC for the control arms. What we're doing now is taking that wood I cut out, figuring out our final design, and then we'll cut it out of our 3H flat bar.
So what do we think about that design?
I think it's gonna look beefy. Take it, take it out. Just pick it up. Just pick it up and take
Scotty,
it over
bring me
there.
up, Scotty.
This thing is heavy as heck.
150 pounds?
Yeah. Oh, all right, there we go. Doing a good job. Keep it going. Woo!
And that is a day's worth of cutting with a hand grinder. Hot plate! So we need to mock one of these up. 30-second bigger.
I'm waiting. Where's your And then we might need to grind that in.
Well, I mean, I think that gets you close enough. Okay, hold it. Don't breathe in the metal dust. Unless you can find one that can be delivered tomorrow from Amazon.
I'll check.
What?